So guys, let's talk about embodying the state of the new self-concept. The reason why people say embody the state, to embody something means to have it permanently. You are it. It's not a fleeting state. It's not something you are sometimes and then you go back to the old you. We want to embody it, be it as much as possible. It's like taking on a role in a play or a film. You embody that character, and whilst you are playing that character, you are fully that character the whole time. When I used to act on stage with people, you could tell the really shitty actors were the ones who were distracted by the audience, which is the 3D, distracted by their mum sitting in the front row, distracted by their boyfriend coughing, distracted by the fact that they couldn't remember their lines, distracted when it wasn't their line and they just went off into their own head because they were a fucking narc and all they cared about was when it was their turn to speak. Those people were not embodying the state of that character. I would fully embody the state of the character, so much so that sometimes I found it very hard to shake the character when the play ended or the film ended. Okay? That's what method acting is. They fully step into the state of the character. So people like Daniel Day-Lewis, who when he was Hamlet, saw his dad come on stage, his dad had died and thought the ghost of his dad had turned up on stage and had a mental breakdown. He'd fully fucking embodied the state of Hamlet. Right? That's what you're meant to be doing with your self-concept. You're meant to be the new you. Now, how do we do that and how do we stay in that state? That's the question. The thing is, guys, you've got to notice your reactions to life and your reactions to the 3D. If the 3D keeps throwing you and it turns you back to the old you, you've fallen off the beam, you've been Simone Biles, you're walking along the beam, you're doing really well, you're being an A-class gymnast and you've fallen off. You just jump back on. If Simone Biles is in the middle of the Olympics, she doesn't fall off and then lay on the floor in a crying heap, yelling out to her trainer, I failed, I give up, I didn't embody the state of Olympic gymnast. I give up and lay on the floor crying. Some of you do that. When shit happens in the 3D or your specific person says something or something throws you, you kind of give up. You can't give up, guys. You've just got to get back on the beam. You just got to get back into character. If something in the play threw you and someone's phone went off in the audience, you get back into that state of that character straight away and you don't allow this 3D shit to throw you. Now, how do we do that? We just literally try and get rid of this 3D as our distraction. We don't allow it to throw us. So it might throw us for a second, that's fine. We've fallen off the beam. We've been distracted by the audience. But then we get back to it. We go back to our new thinking. Oh, no, he loves me. I don't care about that text or the fact that he hasn't texted me yet. That doesn't mean anything. He loves me because I am enough and chosen and there's no other people that he wants but me. There's no other girls in his life. I am the only choice. He's been thinking about me this whole time and if he hasn't texted me, it's just because I've got a story that he doesn't want to talk to me and I've got to change that fucking story and I haven't embodied the state of the girl who gets spoken to every day, gets morning texts and evening texts and him texting me all day long because I'm deserving of that and I'm worthy and chosen and enough and loved. So you start telling yourself that you are those things you want to embody. You are those things now. And whatever's throwing you, you talk to yourself. You have an inner conversation with yourself about what it is you want to now be, the state you want to now embody, and don't allow anything out here to throw you. And if it does, talk it down. Talk about it as if it doesn't matter. Talk about it as if it doesn't exist. Oh, no, it doesn't matter. They haven't texted me. They're busy with stuff. They've got kids and friends and la. That's the only reason why I haven't heard from them. It's not because they don't want to talk to me. Of course they want to fucking talk to me. They want to be really ready to talk to me. Whatever. You're in the state of loved and adored. You're not allowing the no text to throw you, the no contact to throw you. You're not coming up with a whole lot of shitty stories that aren't indicative of the new state of you who's loved and wanted and chosen. If you allow the 3D to throw you, that's when you're not embodying the state and you're falling off the beam and allowing the audience's phone call to throw you. You've got to get back in your mind, talk to yourself as if you are now the new you with the new thoughts. Okay, and that's what all of my courses are about. Every single course I've ever made is all about getting you into the state of not worrying about the third party, getting into the new self-concept and staying there, not allowing the 3D to throw you like in Fuck the 3D, not allowing your old triggers to trigger you like in self-concept courses like Worthy as Fuck for Love and the self-concept course at Kick-Ass You, because you're investigating what those self-concept issues are from your childhood and you're changing them and you're sticking to them.